Writing music is mostly molding and shaping raw material into something palatable. And the steps you take to transform the initial idea into a full-fledged piece of music need no justification. Meaning, you can embed your music with any sense of meaning or sense of coherence you desire. Today, we will test this idea. We will start with a simple small motif, like this. There, nothing too crazy. How can we come up with material stemming from this sequence of pitches? We could make it into a fugue or a canon, but this has already been done, and I'll link to it in the description. No, I want something a bit different. Let's first dissect the sequence. If we look at it as notes, we have A, C, A, B. If we think of it in pitch class notation, we have 9, 0, 9, 11. Thinking about the orders of the letters in the alphabet, we have 1, 3, 1, 2. We now have a lot more material than you might think. We have these representations of the sequence, but we can interpret these representations any way we choose. So let's first think about the notes. Let's come up with an initial chord progression that could fit those notes. We could use A minor or C major, but since this is a mostly math rock channel, I'm going with F Lydian. Now that's a start. What about pitch class notation? Well, those are just numbers. We could think of them as the notes they represent, or we could use them as tab notation, like this. Literally interpreting the numbers as the frets on the fretboard. And I'm going to choose the E string because, yes. Also, that 11 at the end, we could interpret that as either an 11 or two number ones. So let's do both. We now have this. Let's pair it with the original sequence and see how it sounds. Bravo. Now let's look at the alphabetical order. If we think of it as pitch class notation, we'd have C sharp, D sharp, C sharp, and D natural. And that would clash with the F Lydian sound we already have. So let's not do that. Don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for ugly music, that's my whole thing. I call myself a composer of ugly music. But since we're trying to fit a certain aesthetics of a genre, let's try to keep it more consonant. So let's think of the alphabetical order as rhythms. 1 unit, 3 units, 1 unit, 2 units. Something like this. Now we have a chord progression, a riff, and a rhythm pattern. We can mold this material and create something new with it. Just stemming from the small sequence of notes, we created like material, man. Here's the result. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, maybe a comment, or even maybe subscribe to this channel. That will help me a lot. Thank you. Bye bye.